Good evening, I'm Becky Wilcox, and you're watching Insight News TV, where we bring you fast-paced, in-depth coverage of the stories that matter. Tonight, we begin with a deadly health crisis unfolding in Texas. A young child has died in what is now the worst measles outbreak the state has seen in years. And with over 120 confirmed cases and counting, are we facing an outbreak spiraling out of control? But here's the most disturbing part. Why is this happening now? Could this tragedy have been prevented? Why is there confusion at the highest levels of government? And as a massive public event looms, are we about to see an even bigger explosion of cases? Stay with us as we uncover the shocking truth behind this growing crisis. Texas is on edge. A measles outbreak larger than anything seen in recent years has claimed its first victim, a child, unvaccinated and vulnerable, lost to a disease we thought was under control. Officials in Lubbock, Texas have confirmed the heartbreaking news, but they remain tight-lipped on critical details. Who was this child? Could they have been saved? And more importantly, who's next? The numbers are staggering. 124 confirmed cases, a surge of 34 new infections in just days. Most of the victims, children between 5 and 17 years old. And every single person hospitalized so far, all unvaccinated. Despite the growing alarm, the response has been filled with contradictions. President Trump, when questioned about the outbreak, turned to Robert F. Kennedy Jr., his newly appointed health secretary. Kennedy made a chilling claim that 2 deaths had occurred, but Texas officials immediately pushed back, saying only 1 had been confirmed. So who's right? And why the confusion? Kennedy also downplayed the outbreak, calling it not unusual. But ask the grieving family in Lubbock if this feels normal. Ask the 18 hospitalized patients struggling to breathe, some needing oxygen and respiratory support due to measles-induced pneumonia. This isn't just another outbreak. This is a crisis unraveling before our eyes. And here's where it gets even more disturbing. The very thing that could have stopped this, the MMR vaccine, is being ignored in counties where the outbreak is worst. In Gaines County, where the virus first spread, nearly 1 in 5 kindergartners wasn't vaccinated last year. Health officials warn this is just the beginning. Measles is one of the most contagious viruses known to man. It lingers in the air for 2 hours after an infected person leaves. You could walk into a grocery store, a school, or a hospital and be exposed without even knowing it. And now, with a massive Houston rodeo on the horizon, where families from affected areas will gather in the thousands, experts fear this outbreak could explode beyond Texas. This is a wake-up call. A deadly disease, once nearly eradicated, is back. And with vaccination rates plunging, it won't stop here. How many more lives will it take before action is taken? I'm Becky Wilcox, and this is Insight News TV. If you want to stay ahead of breaking stories like this, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for real-time updates and in-depth analysis. We'll continue to track this outbreak because the stakes have never been higher.